Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions walkthrough exploration of the Teddy Bear Tarot by Dicia Suderwong. Now, on the website that I ordered this deck from, which I will be talking a little bit more about in a moment, this is called the Wandering Teddy Bear Tarot, but the box and every other piece of marketing I could find about this deck just calls it the Teddy Bear Tarot. I think it might be called the Wandering Teddy Bear Tarot to distinguish it from another Teddy Bear Tarot, which is made by the creator Mate of Destiny or Shuffle Tarot. So I think that might be why it's called differently on the site. Before I get into the deck itself, I do want to talk about the site I ordered from because it is TavadaTarot.com. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but when I did cover this deck initially in my hot takes video of March, I think it was, or April. It might have been April. I told you guys that I had ordered this and I was waiting for it to come in. So I talked about it, but I also talked about the site that sells this deck was Tavada Tarot. I'd never ordered from them before. The site itself is relatively new. And I just wasn't sure. I took a chance, basically. I wasn't sure if what my experience was going to be like, if they were legit, if the deck was going to be legit. I was just nervous because it was a risk. But I got a lot of great feedback in the comments from other people who had ordered from Tavada Tarot and had also had great experiences. And I felt really reassured. I have to say they were excellent with communication. I heard from them right away when there was a little delay. This was a pre-order when I bought it. There was a tiny delay and they told me about it right away. They were really communicative. I felt very taken care of with the order and it arrived. I didn't have to pay shipping. As you can see, they have free worldwide shipping. So I just thought I would share that because I did say I was dubious initially and I wanted to circle back and say I had a good experience. And I just wanted to say that because whenever there's a newer place to order decks from, sometimes you don't know. So I guess I just wanted to say that I'd had a really good experience and kind of circle back on that point. The Teddy Bear Tarot. So I found out about this from Clementia's Creative Cartomancy, who told me about it. It's now Dicia Suderwong, and I might not be saying her name correctly, is from, I think it's Thailand. And so all of the marketing stuff I could find, all of the promotional stuff from Dicia or from the creator, there's a Facebook page, I think, and I don't think I found an Instagram, but there is a Facebook page. It's all in Thai. I called it Tagalog in a previous video because I had no idea what I was talking about. It's all in Thai, and so I couldn't, there's no English there. It feels like the kind of thing that not a lot of people will find out about. And I think that Tavada seems to stock decks that are, a lot of their decks seem to be Thai artists or creators. So I think that might be part of their connection as to that part of the tarot world. And I thought that was really cool. Anyway, this deck charmed the pants off me when I saw pictures. I'm really excited to get into it. It has this really cool, nice feeling tuck box. It feels like a sturdy, not flimsy tuck box. It says made in Thailand 2022. And I do have, they did a sticker system for the numbering. So my deck is copy 755 of 1,000. I'm not going to be keeping it in the tuck box. Y'all know how I roll. Yeah, here is the Facebook page for the creator. And I don't even know how you could, I'm not sure how you could type that in. But that is, if you look up Teddy Bear Tarot on Facebook, you can see more images. But of course, I'm going to share them with you now. So there's that. I love this brown kind of gingham design on the box. So there's a QR code that comes in the box, and this does take you to a guidebook. Unfortunately, the guidebook is completely in Thai. There was no English other than the name of the tarot and I think some of the suits, but none of the actual write-ups were in English. It's fine. This is very much a Rider-Waite-Smith themed deck, and I'm just really excited I have it in my hands. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So anyways, that was still nice that they had it, and it was really cool. When I went to this on my phone, I just kind of you can kind of page through. It feels very like natural, almost like a real book. It was kind of a cool setup that they had to flip through it. So that was kind of neat. But they include that. And I'm glad that they put the QR code, by the way, inside the box and it's like laminated. Anyway, I like that it's in the box and not outside of the box because QR codes on the outside of boxes tend to freak me out because so many of the rip-off decks have QR codes on the outside of the box. But anyway, so I love this. We get a little extra card that just says, "Thank you, you are my family," which is super sweet. And this is what the back of the cards look like. Cardstock feels really nice. It feels like it's probably like a 330 or it's probably a 350 actually. It's got some give. It's a nice smooth matte. I just love these backings so much. They're so appropriate for the coloring of the deck. This is the bag that I'm going to be putting my deck in. I just thought it was nice. It has that same kind of like coloring, but it's the little hearts. I just thought that'd be cute. So let's go through the deck. I'm so excited. In some ways, it's very much just a Rider-Waite-Smith clone, just redone in a new art style, but it's so freaking cute. I was stunned at how beautiful it is. So I love these like storybook style titles along the bottom. I think they match the theme and the energy of the deck really, really well. And then we have, here we have our little bear going off on his adventures. All the things that I would like to see are here. There's even a feather in his cap, and we have a little white dog here behind him. Our magician is adorable. We have the lilies and the roses and the 4 suit symbols above. One hand up, one hand down. Little pentacles on his cape. Even the Ouroboros belt, which is amazing. I love this high priestess. I love how she's almost blending with the background. You'll notice that instead of pillars, there are these vines that say B and J on them, which I think is so cool. And her little book does say Torah on it. And she's sitting on the crescent moon as opposed to having it under her foot. But I think the coloring and everything of this card is beautiful. The Empress has a little teddy. It makes my heart so happy. I love that she's sitting on a picnic blanket in a field of wheat. It's wonderful. Our Emperor, he looks almost angry, which is kind of like, oh, but he is fully armored. He's got his red thing on, his red cloak or whatever you call that on him. He's got his sphere and his much shorter staff of power. Did I say he's fully armored? Yeah, it's full Emperor vibes for sure. Our adorable little Hierophant. This Lover's card, this almost gives me, like, the coloration of the art style almost gives me, like, Precious Moments vibes. Do you guys remember Precious Moments? They're like figurines. I mean, you might have to Google it. The cowboy teddy bear in the chariot cracks me up. I think he's amazing. This, though, this is everything. This is one of the most beautiful strength cards I've ever seen. I love the harmony and the gentleness, the forehead-to-forehead touch. It's very intimate. Love, love, love that card. A Hermit, adorable. Love that we have that 6-pointed star up there. It looks like there might be like a little obsidian sphere on the top of his staff, which I think is super cool too. The Wheel of Fortune, I love this because it looks like he's like a games master kind of inviting you up to spin the wheel, which is a really cool take. The artist could have gone so much more simple with this card because so many artists do, and they would have totally gotten away with it. I love that they gave it their own spin. That's really cool. Justice, love the curly wig. And I feel like these are bears that I could see. Like these feel like teddy bears to me. They don't feel like they're just bears. Oh my gosh, who is it that wanted a bear tarot? Oh, now I'm just realizing. There's somebody I know that's really into bears. They're always saying they want a bear tarot. It might be Nat of Tarot Nat Plans. I don't know if this counts because it's teddy bears, but it does have a very bearish feel. Like they don't feel like they're just stuffed toys. To me, they kind of do because that's the vibe I'm bringing into it. But adorable. Look at the Death card. Sorry, I'm tangenting all over the place. I love that. This is great. I love when Temperance has this kind of mixing cauldron-y vibe. I love that a lot. I'll get my cord out of the way here. The Devil card, so cute. Everything's cute. It's cute, but it doesn't feel, it feels like the meanings are totally present. The Tower. The Star. I love that the teddy is in the water. This moon, this is adorable. It's interesting because there's tears coming out of our teddy bear's eyes while they're on this moon here. It's interesting, kind of brings you into that kind of, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I want to cling to what I know. There's some places I can go with this intuitively, but I just think it's a darling card. The Sun, so cute. Oh, I've got to flip these over. So cute. Judgment. Really interesting here. This is the first time I think I've ever noticed, and it may be in other cards, but it's really jumping out at me that the angel up here is holding a little hourglass like it's time, like it's judgment time, which is interesting. It's just a detail that I think is interesting for sure. The World card, so cute. I love the little teddy bear bum kind of coming out the back of this like scarf or cloth that's wrapping around our dancing bear. And then we're into the minors. So we have our Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is in the water, which is super interesting. Usually we see our Two of Swords card in front of the water, but the posturing here is perfect. This is such a darling. Apparently I'm going to say darling a lot. This Three of Swords shows like the healing or the bandaging that's happening. There's definitely the emotion going on here. It feels more emotive than I typically see in the Three of Cards, where I can go more into the mental space with it, but it is really cute. I like that the Four of Swords, our teddy bear, looks like they're sick in bed, because oftentimes our Four of Swords moments come when we don't ask for them, but we're kind of hit with them and we're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be resting here. Interesting. I should probably do that. The Five of Swords. It does look angry and tough with the other two sad bears in the background. So you see what I mean? This is very much a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. I feel like we're pretty much seeing the same scenes but redrawn, and the perspective like here is shifted. We see the very rough water, the smooth water up ahead in the Six of Swords. The 7 is great with the rappelling down the side of the tower with the like village down below. 8 of Swords. So some of these are done, like they are different scenes, and some of them, the perspective's different, but we're seeing the same essential story playing out in all the cards. This one is really tough because they're teddy bears. I feel like, but then again, I feel like if there was stuffing, that'd be weird too. It just feels especially gruesome. I wish there was an alternative card because this feels like a lot. I normally don't mind a lot, but I feel like if you're reading with the teddy bear tarot, that's a lot. It feels excessive to me. Page of Swords looks very determined. I kind of like that look of determination. Same thing here with the Knight of Swords. I love that he's riding an eagle. I think that's super cool. Queen of Swords. She feels much more neutral than a lot of Queen of Swords cards, which is nice. King of Swords. Love his chainmail. That's awesome. The Cups suit. The Cups is my favorite suit. So I love the teddy bear here kind of bouncing on the fountain. On the fountain or the wave of the Ace of Cups. I love the little teddy bear cut out in the goblet too. This is so sweet and demure and adorable. I love it. I love the rainbow too as a hint for the upcoming 10. The 3 of Cups, like a birthday party. Love that. The 4 of Cups. We got a pensive expression on our bear's face here. The 5 of Cups. I feel like because these bears are in like kind of real world situations, you could see this just as a bear tarot. The more that I look at it, I'm like, yeah, like I see it as teddy bears, but like you could look at it either way. The 6 of Cups. Love that. The 7. I like that he's got an artist palette in front of him and a blank paper. You get the idea that like there's this indecision about like a creative block, which is interesting and kind of appropriate for the 7 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. The mood is perfect here. The 9, yay, it's not wine. He got an adorable hat surrounded by 9 sandcastle style cups, but the water's coming in too. So you get that feeling of like, this feeling isn't always, it's not forever, right? But so it's like enjoy the joy while it's there. And of course, I love the picnic. And interesting actually that we have the rainbow in the 2 of Cups, but we have the rainbow of cups in the 10 of Cups. So that's a little bit of a departure, which is kind of neat. I love the picnic though. The whole teddy bear picnic in the 10 of Cups seems so idyllic and perfect. Our page is so cute. Oh my God, they're just all cute. It looks almost like instead of a fish, we have, I guess it's a fish face. It's gray, so it gives me almost that dolphin face feeling. And then we have, or not dolphin, I was thinking seal when I said dolphin. Y'all, somebody stop me from ever guessing animals. The Knight of Cups is actually on a dolphin, which is so cute. I love the darling Queen of Cups, a mermaid teddy bear. Love it. I'm here for it. King of Cups. I love his beard. I love that they gave him age, even though he's a teddy bear. Again, I feel like the artist could have gotten away with doing less of these details, but they did such a good job. Ace of Wands, the 2. I would have liked to see the 2 up on a higher plane, like up somewhere where they had height for perspective, because I like seeing that in the 2. The 3. The 4. So cute. They're riding this little swan. 5. 6. Very, again, similar scenes to Rider-Waite-Smith here. 7. I love the colors. I love the art style. I love that instead of just, again, here's a card where the artist could have gone with the usual, just the 8 wands, but they gave us a teddy bear in this card too. And I just thought that was very, it's clear that they weren't taking any shortcuts. And I love that. The 9. And the 10 of Wands. I like that they're hauling everything in a wagon, and they're look how low the knee is bending as they're kind of carrying this heavy load. There's sweat, it looks like, on their brow, and they're holding their straw hats. You get the feeling of heat and like, you know, really trudging through. The Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. I'm glad actually, I just realized the titles are in English, which is really nice for an artist that is from Thailand. This is so cute with the camel here that the knight is riding. I like that in all of the suits, the knights have been riding an animal that feels like the element, which is super cool. Queen of Wands. The only thing I'm missing here is a kitty cat. There's usually a kitty cat or some kind of feline element in the Queen of Wands. I'm missing that a little. And then we have the King of Wands, who still feels like he has some gray around his beard. Could just be the lighting, but it feels like that. Pentacles. I like that we have a teddy bear here to grab hold of this big coin that's coming down. 2 of Pentacles. Oops. 3 of Pentacles, the 4, again, very Rider-Waite-Smith, the 5, aw. That almost looks like a broken mouse trap down at their feet, like maybe they scrounged out some cheese out of a mouse trap. That's interesting. Really kind of adds to the sort of sadness of their situation. The 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, she's on a swing. I love that so much. This would be my garden. If I had one, I would have a big tree and a big swing, just like that. 10 of Pentacles, and we see the generations here and the family photos in the background. That's perfect for the way that I read that card. Page of Pentacles. Look at this adorable elephant that the knight is riding. Oh my goodness. The Queen with the pentacle in her purse. This is a fabulous Queen of Pentacles. I feel like we normally see her in a more wooded setting, and I like that they went more regal with her. That's awesome. And the King. This is the cutest. I like the grapes behind too, because of course grapes, you feel like wineries, you get that feeling of like wealth and abundance. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest dang deck. I'm so excited to play with this. I'm planning to use it, like I'm filming this video right before I have my live member reading video, my live member readings I do. It's a live stream I do for members, and I am filming this right before that video because I want to be able to use this deck for members in May, but this video is going up on the channel after that, but I think it'll be up next week sometime at the time I'm filming this. Time is weird when you're filming videos, but anyways, the cardstock is lovely. It kind of hand over hands really, really nicely. It's got kind of a nice, it separates really easily. It doesn't feel like it's clumping too much. Feels nice and smooth. Have I shuffled it already? Yes, I have. Let's shuffle it some more. Really nice shuffle. The cardstock feels smooth and nice. I want to say maybe it is a 330 GSM. It might be 330. Like it doesn't feel especially like chunky. It feels like a nice size, nice thickness. Yeah, I can't tell, to be honest. Shuffles just beautifully. It's got that kind of like coating or lamination on it that makes it feel, I always like to use the word buttery, which I don't know how helpful that is, but it's got kind of like a smooth, I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, this deck is super, super cute. If you're looking for something really playful and fun, I just think this is really great. I have seen other decks that feature another deck, at least one other deck that features teddy bears. Again, that one's by Destiny. You may want to check that one out. They've also got one that's like a cookie story or something like that, and it's all creatures made of cookies. There's lots of really cute decks. That's still really a lot for this particular deck. I feel like everything else is so like gentle, and then that one just comes and smacks you in the face. Some of these other ones really do though too. This one's quite emotional. So it's not one of those cutesy decks that like shies away from the difficult moments. Like the difficult moments are here and they're very clear. They're not like hidden. You don't have to dig for them. Like they're right there. So if you're looking for a deck that's just only going to hold your hand, I don't necessarily think this is the one, but this is so adorable and charming. I'm super, super grateful to have it. So yeah, really glad I took the plunge. Thanks again to Clementia's Creative Cartomancy for telling me about this deck. I am super, super stoked, like I said, to play with it. Once I use it in like a stretch for myself, I will definitely report back. I may report back how it did in live member readings too. We shall see. But for now, thank you so, so much for hanging out with me and watching this video. If you enjoyed coming along on this tour with me through the Teddy Bear Tarot, do be sure and click the like button and subscribe if you're new here. I make lots of content about tarot and oracle and all those things. Click the little bell so you're notified of my future videos and live streams. And as always, thank you so, so much for being here, and may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye, guys.